And we are at a mobile command center set up by PG&E in Folsom at East Bidwell and Oak Avenue Parkway. And I am here with the PG&E's Brandy Merlo, and we have a situation, Brandy, where we had some overpressurization coming from one of your regulator stations. Tell me how that was discovered.
Correct. So Wednesday morning we were alerted to an overpressure event through a regulator station in Folsom. We sent crews out immediately and responded to reduce the pressure and take the regulator station out of service. Since then we've also brought in leak surveyors to survey the area along with Picaro leak detection vehicles to ensure that we can capture any leaks or issues.
Any leaks been discovered yet?
Yeah, we've discovered about 12 leaks so far. 10 of those have been completely resolved. 2 of them are still working on as of now.
Okay, and I imagine leaks are probably just one of a number of potential issues when you have an overpressurization situation. You know, how does it affect the lines that run under our streets and into our homes?
Sure, so I wouldn't want to speculate on what it could potentially cause, but I can tell you that's why we have surveyors in the area, our Picaro vehicles, and crews available to fix any issues we may find immediately.
Okay, and how many people and crews do you have out here working on this?
Yeah, so we have about 75 leak surveyors available to us between on foot and Picaro vehicles, and then we have about 8 crews available here currently and another 8 crews available on standby.
Okay, so I think the big thing is when people see a situation like this, people tend to think the worst, and they see a large contingent from PG&E here and think, boy, this is serious business. How do you reassure them that this is part of the operations when you're running a major natural gas system?
Yeah, so the safety of our customers and our employees is always our top priority and always top of mind. So this is one way that we have several crews out here, a standard procedure after an overpressurization event, to survey the area and identify and fix any issues we may come across.
Okay, so then what are you telling your customers in this area now with all of this work and the search for leaks and this situation going on?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is that at any time, anywhere, especially in this situation though, should customers smell gas, to definitely call 911 and give us a call at 1-800-743-5000.
How about in terms of what you're telling them about what's going on? What's the message going out to them right now?
Right, so we found an overpressure event on our system, and we're out here working to make sure we can fix any issues that may have occurred.
Any idea how much longer it'll take before you're satisfied everything's okay?
I know we'll be here through tonight and into tomorrow. I don't have an exact time frame on when we'll be completed, but we are working to survey the area.
Well, now the question I should have asked you too is, when you have a situation like that at a regulator station, now how big of an area do you have to cover?
So in this case, we're covering mostly eastern Folsom. I do have some street boundaries I'd have to look for you.
But it's a decent size area, but
it's a good
not
size
too
area.
Huge.
Correct. Yeah, it's a distribution system, which is, if you compare it to like the highways versus the side streets, our transmission system would be like the highways, and our distributions would be like the side streets, delivering gas service to our homes. So we are, in the area, in residence, checking all the lines.
Okay, and the bottom line here, Brandy, is you haven't asked the customers to evacuate from the affected area, so I would guess then that means the danger level is not necessarily that high. You're able to work this problem without it being a considerable danger.
Yeah, so we do have several crews in the area, people surveying the gas lines to identify any issues that we can fix immediately. And we're, out here, safety is our top priority, so we want customers to be reassured that we're in their area working to address the situation.
Okay, so this is one of those Picaro vehicles that Brandy was just telling us about, and she's going to walk us through how it works. Brandy?
Yeah, sure. So this equipment mounted here on the bumper is what is used to detect the gas. This equipment is 1,000 times more sensitive than even the gas instruments we carry around to detect gas. So what happens is the car will drive at night and pick up any indications of gas leaks. And once that happens, or any indication of gas in the air, so once that happens, we then send folks out on foot to then further verify and ground truth the information to ensure sure we're handling it appropriately.
Okay, and what's this big thing on the top
So
here?
on top, this is, it detects wind speeds and other weather characteristics so that we can account for that when we're doing the leak detection.
Okay, and now this thing could, I would imagine, not just pick up natural gas leaks, but you had mentioned that it might pick up some other things, which is why you send the ground crews out. What other kinds of things?
Absolutely. So it's very sensitive equipment, like I said, and it can pick up sewer methane and other types of methane gas. So that's definitely one of the reasons we send our folks out to further verify and truth the reports from the Picaro vehicle.
But to have it certainly is a big help over just walking around people with their noses.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a big help and a big addition, a great addition to our current fleet.
All right, thanks for the quick tour.